So listen, y'all, I didn't even have any intentions on watching Basketball Wives LA last night. And me and Pretty Place, we went to CNS yesterday to get some oysters after I finished the show. And when we came back to my house, she was like, put Basketball Wives on. And bitch, when them hoes got the arguing about $1,500, I said I might not be watching this shit for the rest of the season if this is what they're going to be having going on. But y'all want to talk about it? Here it goes. Nessa girl, like I said in the intro, I didn't even make no notes about Basketball Wives LA because I was just passively watching it yesterday. And I will say it did hold my attention. It's always great to see what everybody's been doing, what they look like, how their families and their lives have changed since we've last seen them or whatever. And the episode opens up with Brittany Renner coming back Muslim, Jackie Christie daughter on it. Jennifer is married to Christian, and Evelyn seems to be the only one who ain't got much of nothing going on. Let me tell y'all something. Jennifer is a better woman than I'll ever be. Jennifer is a better woman than I'll ever be, and she's a glutton for punishment. Because Jennifer continuously, year after year after year, just lets Evelyn treat her like dog shit, and she continues to run. I'm going to tell you what the problem is between Jennifer and Evelyn. A lot of y'all saying jealousy and Evelyn ain't got no man and she got a man and all of this, and none of that is the problem. The real problem between Jennifer and Evelyn is the fact that Jennifer ain't hit that bitch hard enough. Okay? That's simply what it boils down to. The problem between Jennifer and Evelyn is Jennifer ain't hit that bitch hard enough. Let me tell you something. Once you knock the shit out of somebody real good one good time, they will leave you the hell alone. And Evelyn knows that Jennifer is an easy target because Jennifer gonna talk her stuff and she gonna get up and walk off. Jennifer not gonna fight. The minute you stand up and get loud with her, she's going to cower down. She's going to tuck her tail between her legs. She's going to do the I'm too classy, and she's going to retreat, and rightfully so. At the age of 41, we not little kids no more where we chastising people or picking on people because they scary or they want to run away from a fight. Now, I ain't going to lie to you. I knock the shit out of somebody, but I don't necessarily want to get in no fight either, all right? How the hell that's going to work out? I'm supposed to come on here Monday through Thursday at 8 o'clock and my face scratched up, or I got a big old knot on the side of my eye or a gash in my head. Like, don't nobody this age want to experience no pain or fighting. However, and though we don't condone violence, there's just certain situations in life that when people keep messing with you, you've got no other alternative than to knock the shit out of them. And that's what Jennifer need to do to Evelyn. She need to pick up that same champagne bottle that Evelyn slung at her ass when they was down in Miami and slang it right back in Evelyn's direction. You know what I'm saying? Or what Jennifer should have did, she should have doubled down seasons ago when she had said Shanice paid all the bills and Evelyn wasn't home and this, that, and the third. She should have doubled down on it. Jennifer ain't hurt Evelyn bad enough. That's number one. But let's get into these $1,500. I'm not going to lie to you. It was entertaining as hell watching Evelyn cuss her out and go out and fuss at her about them $1,500. But what I'm trying to understand, Evelyn, is if you are concerned or if you are mad, right? Because if my homeboy or homegirl was in a relationship or married to somebody that I felt that they needed to be aware of, my approach would have been different. If I was concerned, my approach would not have turned into anger. And I'm just confused, like, if you really, like, how you gonna get mad with somebody because they don't want to see or acknowledge out loud what you see about their man or what you want them to acknowledge out loud. And then that angers you. If anything, the emotion that Evelyn should have walked away with, in my opinion, should have been disappointment, sadness, frustration. She could have even gave her, girl, you just damn dumb and it's no hope, and walk off. Evelyn looked as if, and we've seen this look on Evelyn's face before, Evelyn looked as if the opportunity arose for her and Jennifer to fight outside at Walmart parking lot, that she would have drawn the Walmart parking lot to fight that lady. And that was the part that was so funny to me, because I'm just like, there's just no real world scenario where Evelyn is mad about that lady $1,500 like that. And I don't give a damn what you say. You know, as viewers, sometimes I'm guilty of it as well. We have a way of excusing things away for the people that we like and holding on to petty shit against the people that we dislike. I've seen so many comments talking about Funky Dineva. It was not about the $1,500. It was about the principal. It was about the scammer. Who the hell? It was about the scamming. Who died and made Evelyn the morality police? It's not about the principal, because it ain't Evelyn's job to enforce any type of principles. And we not finna sit up here in 2025 and pretend like Evelyn has been the most principled person on Basketball Wives LA. Now listen, I don't have anything against Evelyn, and I'll say this to the day I die. There would be no Basketball Wives without Evelyn Lozada. To hell with Shawnee O'Neal. Shawnee created it, but Evelyn Lozada single-handedly was the biggest and will remain to be one of the biggest anchors of that show. When you think Basketball Wives, you think Evelyn Lozada. When you think Real Housewives of Atlanta, you think Nene Leakes. That's just what it is. But Jennifer was completely right when she said no storyline. And that friendship with Jennifer and Evelyn, it's been over. It quiet as it's kept. In my opinion, it never was, if you really let me tell it. Now, you know, back when they was hanging out in Miami, they was all the different little it girls. They was part of their little it clique. They was skinny, trim, had their money. They was still getting in the clubs, and they were the poor lay dudes and all that good stuff. I'm going to tell you the only reason why I don't defend Jen, and the only reason why I don't give a damn how Evelyn treat Jen, because Jen, you had no problem being a flunky and being a co-bully when Evelyn was bullying other people. You was a mean girl your own self. You didn't have a brain of your own. You had no problem jumping in situations that didn't have anything to do with you. Even when Evelyn had it handled, you would jump in and be her peanut gallery and be her right hand, left hand man, helping her jump the other girls verbally and whatnot. And now it's your turn. And now, since there's nobody else lower or weaker in the pecking order, Jen, it falls on you. There's no Kristen. There's no Cece. There's no Mika Claxton. There's no all these other people. Evelyn not going to mess with Jackie because she probably borderline scared, or at a minimum has a mutual respect of. She's not going to go there with Brandy because she already saw that Brandy was about that life, and Brandy don't have no problem telling Shawnee ass off or the rest of them. We haven't really seen what Ty and Ming bring to the equation with the ladies just yet, so I have to hold off my opinions there. So there was nobody else left for her to sink her claws in other than Jennifer. And let's be honest, Evelyn is the same as Nene Leakes. She only works in conflict. Like, Evelyn legitimately don't have anything going on this season so far. We're only one episode in, so we can't necessarily say that. But from what we see on the blogs and stuff, Evelyn ain't got no man. Evelyn ain't got no new business. She, praise the Lord, she hasn't like been in legal trouble or nothing. Evelyn's life is pretty non-eventful in this moment. And here's the thing. I hate when y'all be like, oh, she ain't got no storyline. She ain't. I hate that the viewers have now become producers. But saying somebody's life don't have a storyline, I'm here to tell you that's not a read. That really is not a read, because most people's lives don't have a storyline. And if we're being perfectly honest, most people's lives shouldn't have a storyline. When your life got a storyline, that means you going through some life changes and you got a lot of shit going on. All right. If somebody called me right now and asked me to be a part of a reality TV show, I would have to tell them the only thing they're going to get from me is some good commentary in the confessionals, because I don't have anything going on in my life. I don't have anything of interest going on in my life. I wake up every morning about 10 o'clock. I eat breakfast. I let the dogs out in the backyard for a little bit. I get on the phone and call my few friends that I talk to in the morning. I get back in the bed, flumble around on social media, talk to my boyfriend throughout the day, go to the mall, go eat, come back home, do the show at 8 o'clock, go eat, come back home, get in the bed. That's it. On the weekends, go around somebody's house, eat. I literally have nothing. I have a very, and it's funny, people think nobody got no storyline. So I'm not knocking her for not having no storyline, but y'all got to understand too, she also don't have no tangible employable skills. Not that's going to compensate her to the level by which she's being compensated on this show. And y'all also got to understand something. For these women, the Sherrays, the Evelyns of the world, beauty and body have been these women's calling cards all of their adult lives. And unfortunately, they are reaching their expiration date. And so Evelyn knows this show is not going to last forever, but in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to try to stay on here and stay as interesting and as relevant for as many seasons as I can. And if Jennifer's ass got to become collateral damage in order for me to maintain this check, then that's what's got to happen. There is no world where Evelyn remotely gives a damn about that lady $1,500. Evelyn don't even go with Carl no more. Evelyn ain't never even went with Carl long enough for her and that lady to be cool. And it's not about the lady hurting for the $1,500, because if the lady was hurting for the $1,500, Evelyn would have just gave it to her. Those ladies spend $1,500 every night going out to eat. So when you send it to my, I honestly think the scene would have gone better had Evelyn said, and your husband needs to give that lady back her money. But when you put the $1,500 on it, it was just, you was just too mad about somebody else's money. And then on top of that, why are you mad with Jennifer about a crime that her husband committed before they got married, before Jennifer was in the picture? I don't know if Jennifer was in the picture when he took the lady money, but it just doesn't make any sense that Evelyn has that much anger in her heart and that much vitriol came out of her mouth over that lady with that 1983 bump and go hairdo, bump and sign on Zoom hairdo for $1,500. And if $1,500 is going to be the thread or the bone of contention that y'all gonna try to carry this whole season through, then y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. Secondly, Jen, you know what? Jen, you are a better woman than I would ever be, because there would have either needed to be a conversation with the producers or there would have needed to be a fight with the castmates. But what you were not finna do is set up a season to lay my spouse out or lay my mate out all season and make their criminal past, trifling business dealings the topic of conversation on a global television show when my mate is already in legal trouble and being watched by the government. It just wasn't smart. And it would seem to me, Jen, that you would have gone out of your way to just keep your husband away from this show. But maybe that's what you needed to do in order to maintain the check. And the people say Jennifer don't need no money. So I'm just not understanding it. But baby, we can't be sitting up here arguing about $1,500. We cannot be sitting up here arguing about $1,500 for the whole season. And Jen, I do like the fact that at a certain point you got your ass up from the table and said, stop talking about my husband. Stop talking about my husband. That's not going to be a storyline. Here's the thing, Jen. If you don't want it to be a storyline, you need to shut it down when them hoes talk about it. And when you get in front of your husband, you need to talk something else. Because as it stands right now, it looked like that's going to be a storyline. And quiet as it's kept, I saw you and you saw me at Raised on the river a couple months ago. Now, you know, my eyes going bad because I'm getting old. I wasn't quite sure if that was you. I kept looking. I said, that lady looked like Jennifer. That lady looked like Jennifer. I know you recognized me, and I eventually recognized you. I don't bite, girl. You could have threw your hand up and spoke. And your husband, we in the same weight class. If it's static, we could have fought right down there to the Raised on the river. One thing is for certain. One of us was going to get up with our ass whooped, and I didn't have no intentions on it being me. Okay? Nevertheless, I'm just make sure before he fight me, I put my wallet in the car because I don't need neither one of y'all running off with my Social Security and my numbers to my bank account. But y'all got it going on over them $1,500. All right, that's all you free hoes getting. If you really want to get into the commentary, get down and dirty with the nitty gritty of what's going on with basketball wives, housewives, and all the other wives and lives, then come up off that 750 hole, you money hungry bitches, in the word of Shamar with his new teeth. Join the party over at Patreon. The link is in the description box below. Bye.